Where the kitty is.
I don't know. Hi. Talking about the kitty out back.
We have a kitty cat that visits us, and he isn't here today. So.
No, he's not here. We are live from our home as the bass drops, and we are here with our show, our daily show that we do
Right.
Monday through Thursdays, most weeks.
Yeah.
And today we've been working from home. So welcome to our backyard.
Kind of.
Kind of, if you can barely kind of see it a little bit. A lot better than it was earlier.
I
But
think the camera's crooked.
Yeah.
Because we're crooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's better. It was making me crazy.
No, you just wanted to be taller.
I can be taller.
Yeah. So today we're talking about professionally speaking like a pro, and my being a professional speaker and having professional speaking masterminds and speaking from stage is one thing, but even just what Christy does for a living and being a realtor and people learning the art of speaking and presenting and how it can impact their careers and their personal lives. And that's the topic today.
Yeah, because I think even if you don't have any interest in speaking, which I don't,
from the stage,
of large crowds, right? You still have to speak. You have to speak to everybody, right? Like, but in business especially, it's like how to articulate what you want to say and how to sound professional
and how to look professional. Even presenting what we do on stage, that transfers to what we do in front of even small audiences. The pregnant pauses and the points and the presence that we have when we're speaking in our body language. You speak in front of events when we have small gatherings of different realtors and mortgage brokers at the office. Mm-hmm. You have the ability to transfer your knowledge and be the expert, and that is impacted by how well you get your point across.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are live, and we're sponsored by Coaching Done Better. And this, what is it? Tuesday. So Thursday.
No, today's Monday.
Yeah, but 2 Tuesdays from tomorrow. So on the 13th of February, our Speaking Done Better course starts. It's a mastermind. It's only 6 weeks long. If you're local, the 7th week, we actually film a little 10-minute speech. And each week we have a person on the mastermind call that is a world-class speaker. So we call them Sage Advisors. There's going to be a different one each of the 6 weeks. In the 7th week, we'll have one in studio watching you do your 10-minute presentation to give you feedback. So definitely there's some opportunity if you would like to improve your speaking career or speaking talents, whether it's on stage or just in your company. This is maybe the opportunity for you to join. So look into that.
So you do that over Zoom, like
for the most part.
Yeah.
Over Zoom. So you can be anywhere
during the course except for the last week.
But this particular course, this particular 6 weeks, I know we're going to have at least 3 people in studio for most each week because they just want to be.
Yeah, if you're local, then sometimes people come in.
They just want to be in here. Yeah. So I know week number 1 and week number 7 and week number 6, the Sage Advisors, the professional speakers that I've got coming in to help out, they're going to be in local.
Oh, they're going to be in the
studio.
Office?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have anybody good lined up?
We do. Yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome.
But I want to hold the names until I get everybody lined up.
Yeah, you always have really good guests. And I know that it's been a really successful course. I'm not part of it, but I know that it's been really successful. Like you've had a lot of really good feedback.
This is our 3rd one.
And people keep signing up and hearing about it.
It's probably going to be one of the last ones too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because everything has a means to an end, and the means for this is to get people on Coaching Done Better. So the speakers who are going to be the people participating in the Speaking Done Better will not only get the 7 weeks, but they'll get 1-year platform, a 1-year profile on the platform. And they'll get my coaching for a year. So they'll get my weekly coaches and speakers coaching hours. They'll have access to that for a year.
So it's every Tuesday starting
the 13th of February, the night before Valentine's Day.
And it's after work.
Yeah, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah. So it's not going to interfere with your work.
No, it shouldn't interfere with your work.
Yeah, if you want to take the class.
It definitely, you'll be around people again. who are doing what you want to do, who are growing their skills like you want to grow it. We definitely cultivate a community feeling. So these are not just people that you'll be with for 6 weeks or 7 weeks. These are people that you'll probably be dealing with for the next few years.
Yeah. Well, everybody, I think in your like little speaker world, or it's not little, but big speaker world, they're all
givers.
Yes. Yeah. They do. They all help each other. And that's just great to be part of that community. So that alone is worth it, right? The relationships that you build.
Absolutely. I mean, that alone is invaluable. In fact, the people who are coming on aren't charging me anything. You know, they're spending 2 hours of their life on these calls here with us. And these people charge $10,000 in excess per speech for 1 hour of their time. So to come on for an hour to give us advice is priceless. I mean,
so you not only teach people how to craft their speech or their art, then you teach them how to get business out of it.
Well, we teach them, first what is the problem that you're solving? How do you solve it differently from your competitors? Where do you find the people who have that problem? So we refine that.
Okay.
And then if you want to speak in person on stage, you get paid to speak. How much should you charge? Where do you find the people who hire speakers? How do you apply? And what tools do you use to use this information over and over so that you can make it almost automated? So you're just, kind of doing the same thing each week, spending less time, getting more work, and then making your career out of it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. And I've learned from the best in the speaking business. And what we've done was taken a collection of Kevin Snyder and from Randy
Gage.
Yeah, Randy Gage and some other folks that I've learned from. But mostly those two classes there are the two teachers that I've been involved with and learned from and hired specifically to learn this stuff, and turned around and kind of mashed it up with which worked for me.
Yeah.
And then what worked for the Florida Speakers Association Academy, which is a 9-month academy. And we're kind of squeezing this down into 7 weeks.
Okay.
I
know you have a lot of value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are most.
And you only have a few spots left, right?
There's 5 spots left now. Yeah. So we want to keep it around 10. Around 10. So anyway, it's going to be great. And we have folks who have taken this class where they've given testimonies and stuff, and we've got that stuff if you're interested. But definitely, it's going to be fun for sure. It's a fun event that happens weekly. It goes by fast. 2 hours seems like a long time, but
it's not. Really.
It goes really fast because it's very engaged.
Yeah,
speakers
like to talk.
Yeah, well, but some people don't like to talk. They're doing this because they don't know how.
Yeah,
and we learn how to.
That's me. I don't really like to be up in front of big crowd. I'm fine on video.
Yeah.
In front of people, large crowds, I'm just uncomfortable. I don't really enjoy it.
Yeah, where I do feel comfortable, but we do talk about how to do this at home studio, how to build a home studio, what equipment we use. We're looking at a brand new camera that I just got, and it's kind of looks like it looks like a letter T. The lens is way down.
Plant steak.
Yeah, it's a plant. Yeah, the camera lens is way down in the middle of the screen. So when we're looking at the screen at our notes, we're looking right at the camera.
Yeah. Instead of looking
like above
up at your little camera hole.
Yeah,
at the computer. Yeah, it keeps your eyes more level.
Yeah, it keeps your eyes looking at your audience. So anyway, these kind of little things in the microphones that we use to make us sound a little better than the ones that come on your computer. But these are what we call consumer level stuff you can afford, stuff that you can throw on your computer without a bunch of adapters and things that aren't going to break the bank. And we also have the studio level stuff that we can recommend.
Right.
And help people build home studios for their speaking business.
So what would you say is like the first thing that someone would need to do if they just are uncomfortable speaking in front of people?
Well, I think the number one reason people are uncomfortable speaking is because they're unsure of their information.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you were dead positive about what you had to speak could change people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you'd be excited to share that information. And so when you're unsure if you have imposter syndrome, like I don't belong here up on the stage because I'm not the expert.
Yeah.
So if you know exactly what I'm talking about, what I can do will change your life. And
well, let's say you are an expert.
Well, then the second thing is how to articulate.
Yeah, how to articulate. So what is like the first step in doing that?
The first step is working with people and testing your material to find out if what you think is the way that you're articulating is actually impactful.
Okay. So that's a coach could help
and
with that
succinct,
too, right?
And well, that's what we are. Basically, it's a group of coaches. And by the way, most of these people on these calls with us are all coaches in their own right. So you've got different coaches from different background, but it's hard to see yourself. It's hard to hear yourself. So the advice that we're getting in this mastermind, not only from our sage advisors, but from each other, is really profound.
So you use each other's like sounding board. And
absolutely.
Help them
experiences
their message.
Yeah.
And then how to articulate it. Yeah. How to craft your message.
And
how to articulate it.
And then what separates you too. So if also sometimes you don't like speaking because you feel like it's been heard.
Yeah.
It's all been said before. I'm going to get out there and somebody else says it much better than I say it. And I'm going to sound like a fool because this person just says it so much better.
Well, I think there's always going to be somebody prettier than you, richer than you, more handsome than you, better than you.
Present company excluded, right? Yeah.
But that shouldn't stop you because they're not you.
Right. Well, that's how we help, because what we say is if you can articulate it in a way that's different from your competition or from a different perspective, then it's a little bit easier to get up and speak.
A lot of people are afraid.
Well, they're afraid, and that's one thing. It's something you got to confront, and being uncomfortable is part of growth.
Yeah.
So getting up, and also you're in a safe environment with us. It's almost Toastmastery. The advice that you get back is done with
no
teaching heart.
Right? Yeah, because everybody's there doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So you definitely get feedback that is needed and is constructive, but it's done in a way where it's done. This is what I've done. This is what I'm hearing. And so it's not really done in a way that's, rude or insulting or anything.
No, I don't think.
Unless you're into that kind of thing. Some people are.
I don't think people would sign up for that, though.
No. Well, they might, but that's a different class.
Yeah, that's a different class. Yeah.
So, so what are some ways that you think speaking more professionally could help you in your career? If you could put it in the comments wherever you're seeing this. And we're live across all the platforms, but really, I think that the value, I'm always trying to provide 10 times the value. And so this class is going to cost $1,000, and $1,000, you get 6 weeks with the professionals plus your other coaches. You get the 7th week where you can come in if you're local, if not fly in. It's still worth it flying in and get your 10-minute video. And then,
who wouldn't want to come to Florida?
Yeah, especially right now. It's 60 degrees out, and it's actually hot sitting in this window.
There's not even a cloud in the sky today.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
And I guarantee you that, and when we're doing our thing about the end of March, it'll be just as nice.
Yeah.
By the time the 7 weeks is over. Yeah. So, but you also get a year of professional profile on the platform, and you get a year of me for 1 hour a week as a speaking, or another hour as a coach. So I've got 2 different open group coaching sessions. One's for coaches and one's for speakers. So you get 2 hours a week of me for $1,000 plus the course and the video. So it's definitely worth more than $10,000 in my humble opinion.
I think, didn't you add in the resources to find jobs, like the people?
Oh yeah, the association.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's worth $1,200 alone a year. Yeah. So we have the association I paid for, my own personal association. Florida Speakers got a huge discount, and then we were able to buy our own private one. So I bought one so that I could actually offer it to my course, to the people in this course. So you won't have any problem finding the speakers. And that's one of the weeks that we talk about, how do we find places or people to hire speakers. If you want to speak professionally, we also have that resource that will be involved or included in this thing. So
this way you can get paid after you learn everything in the class.
But again, I think that even if you're a CEO talking to boards, if you're a salesperson talking to people, especially if you are a person who likes to have literally small events, we will help you craft your story. Storytelling is a whole week in its own.
It's an art.
And it's an impactful way to get your point across.
But it's a skill. It's a learned skill, too, which is awesome. I should take your class.
Yeah. Pony up the dough and you can be.
You're going to charge me?
Of course I am. So that's it for, it's a short day today, but, we just wanted to get the word out. We've got till the 13th of February to talk about this. I think it's going to be probably one of my last classes. We're recording it, so it's important that if you sign up that you're there for all 6 weeks, because we're going to be reselling it as an online resource, so I don't have to do it in live anymore, because for me, even with 10 people, $10,000 that comes in goes back out towards just the one night that I record everybody, let alone all the time I put in before the classes and getting the classes, people for the class. So it'll probably be one of our last weeks doing this, or sessions doing this live. I hope that see some of you have some questions and get with me, DM me, book a virtual coffee, come in, see the studio if you're local, and see if this is for you.
Yeah, I think it's a good class. I know that.
Yes, it goes fast too. So
pack a lot of value in there.
Anyway, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow for Tech Tuesday, and then Christy will join me on Wednesday. We'll be in the studio the rest of the week. Probably won't be home, but we will be here getting our business done, getting down to business and doing things better for our people in our tribes. And if that's you, we would love to overserve you.
Overserve. Have a great day, everybody.